Hey everyone, it's Keith here with the Keith Bag Group, and today we're going to try to get some honest real estate advice. We're going to look to tackle the age-old question, is it better to rent or is it better to purchase? So the reason I'm doing this video is because this is an exercise that I did last week with a potential buyer. So I figured we'd share our findings with all of you. So let's take a look at the numbers and see which way is truly the best path to building wealth. So we're going to be looking at a condo in the south end of Barrie. This condo was purchased for $485,000, and a week later, the exact same condo just down the hall was rented out for $2,300 a month. So before we move forward, I do want to state the obvious. I am a realtor and I do make more money when you purchase versus rent. However, I wouldn't be selling real estate if I didn't actually believe it was a great way for most Canadians to build some wealth. So we made some assumptions during this video. Firstly, we assume that it's a 25-year mortgage and that the interest rate remained the same at 4% for the entire duration. We're also assuming that property tax and maintenance fees remain the same. Now, to try to even things out for the renter, we're going to assume that their rent remains the same at $2,300 for the entire 25-year duration. I know it doesn't probably totally equal out, but hey, we're going to try our best here. And the final assumption we're going to make is based on rate of growth. So we're going to assume that the renter sticks their money into the S&P 500 and that it grows 10% year over year. And we're going to assume for the buyer that their property goes up 6% year over year. We got these numbers based on historical averages over the last 30 years for both the stock market and the Ontario real estate market. And finally, we didn't include utilities because obviously they're extra when you purchase, and the rental unit didn't include utilities. So first up, we have the buyer purchasing the condo at $485,000. We're going to assume that they had $75,000 deposit. So the monthly expenses for buying is $2,956.06. This includes property tax, maintenance fees, and obviously your mortgage payment. So after 5 years, based on a 6% growth and the equity paydown that they make each month on their mortgage, the buyer is ahead by $218,000, $390.84. So now over to the renter. Their $2,300 each month is just going away to rent and build zero equity. However, they didn't have to make a down payment. So they're going to take their $81,092.40 and stick it into the S&P 500. Their monthly cost is also $656.06 cheaper. So each month they're going to be a good saver, and they're going to also stick that in the S&P 500. So after the 5 years, taking the initial payment, the monthly reinvestment, the renter is ahead at $184,226.81. So as you can see, after 5 years, both the renter and the homeowner did great with their investment. However, the homeowner is ahead by $34,164. This is why I'm a huge believer in purchasing real estate, because as you can see, it is actually further ahead than renting. But not only that, Canada ranks dead last out of the 38 countries in the OECD in savings. So by purchasing a home and having a monthly mortgage payment, you are forcing yourself to save, which helps many Canadians reach their retirement goal. If you have any questions or would like to chat further about your unique situation, head on over to my website and book a 15-minute call. And hey, if you made it to the end of this video, I'd really appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel.